loud. I need to put that on there. And that needs to come onto here. And I just need to turn the fucking sound right down. Right, now I can turn it up a little bit on the sound thingy. I apologize, lovely, if that killed your ears. Oh, wait a minute, she can only see the chat on thing. Never mind.
Frickin' Colonel Sanders. Oh, Lord.
Sanders-chan.
Sanders-chan.
God. Will that work when it's not full screen on mine? Oh yeah, it will. I can go back to this screen. Never mind. Never mind with all that. I'm back on this screen now. Sorry, I had to fiddle with it. Now I can bring it back up on Discord.
I think maybe in honor of Colonel Sanders, I'll order wings.
Oh, nice.
A chicken sandwich.
We don't even have a KFC here. We have a Churches.
Churches isn't bad.
We have Churches and Bushes.
Wait, what's... Does Churches still do their $2 leg and thigh Tuesday?
I don't know.
Leg and thigh.
My favorite parts.
What about the
Those
beaks?
are the only parts.
The beaks?
Yeah. Do you not eat the beaks?
What?
A little bit too crunchy for my taste.
People eat beaks?
Beaks.
No, Avia.
Right.
I've heard of people eating chicken feet and chicken gizzards, but not the beaks.
No, I was joking.
Okay, good.
The gizzards I understand, but yeah.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I don't know why Avi ever takes anything I say seriously, to be honest.
That's why I said I don't eat them because they're too crunchy.
Seriously. I'm sorry, I'm just a gullible idiot.
I mean, to be fair, I can be as well. I misread Kudu's jokes all the time, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm joking.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Oh my god, it's gonna look so good. I'm so...
Oh my god, she's drooling in the chat, guys.
Look at the monitor.
I think Punky might be hungry.
Maybe.
I have no money because I need my fucking card.
You see,
when did churches do that? I don't know if they've been doing it, but they used to do it some time ago.
We're talking about Churches like the chicken place. Lovely. I don't know if they have them up there in New England area.
They're not really common. I was gonna say, I don't think they're common up in our neck of the woods, Lovely. I've never seen one in like the Northeast.
Oh, did she think you were talking about actual churches?
Oh, actual churches.
Oh, lovely. You're adorable. 100% an actual church, yes. I mean, to be fair... Is Asuna around?
He was gonna be the colonel.
Someone DM him and see if he's awake.
Maybe he fell asleep because he took a painkiller or something. He did say that.
Oh, he probably has, but just give him a... Someone nudge him just in case. A friendly nudge.
Who's gonna do it?
Midway doing it.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm ordering my pizza and wings.
Oh no! I'm so hungry.
Good. Be hungies.
You got food?
Yeah, but I don't want to make it.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Can we just appreciate this chicken poster in our back on our wall?
Yeah.
I
It
want
makes
that.
me.
Yep.
It makes
And
me
then-
want food.
Oh,
Chicken BTS guys across the thing. I think there's more than there are actually in the group, but you
what
know.
am I saying to Asuna?
You would get the fuck up.
Get over here, Colonel
Thank you.
Sanders.
How the fuck do I spell Colonel?
Colonel.
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 I've always tried to figure out how that word ended up as colonel, because it does not look like that. So then I thought of it as like, maybe if you just say it really fast and then it just kind of evolved over time, you know? Like colonel,
Yeah.
colonel. It just starts sounding like colonel
Something like
for the
that.
idiots.
Wow.
Well, obviously this happened like a million years before any of us were born, so.
A million.
French. Or French origins, I believe.
He said he wants to, but he can't get rid of his cotton mouth.
That's fair.
Aw, poor guy.
That's
Yeah, it looks like
fair.
Good.
It looks like it comes from like the original like word. Latin, columna,
Columna.
and then Italian for column, and then Italian colonnello for column of soldiers, which went to French, which is the colonel, and then coronel and coronel, like French and English, and then it evolved in the mid-16th century to what it currently is. From obsolete French, coronel,
Old French.
Everyone
Yep.
hates the fucking French.
from
though.
Italian colonnello, from colonna, from Latin columna. But the modern, the form coronel is the source of the modern pronunciation.
Nice. Right, let's go, shall we? You sleep soft.
Who's
Sleep.
voicing who?
Well, I want now Kudu to be the colonel.
Okay.
Howdy.
I want you to put on, Kentucky-ish accent.
Oh god.
Kentucky Welsh. It's
This
a
is
thing
gonna be
now.
good. This is gonna be good.
In fact, I want you to have an Owensboro accent.
A whose brother? Who what?
Go look up Nicky Hayden and listen to his accent. I
Oh.
want that. The Hayden brothers. May, Nicky and his dad rest in peace. Bless their souls. I hope you're going to look, Kudu. I want that.
I am, yes.
He's studying.
The 2006 MotoGP World Champion. One of the greatest American MotoGP riders of all time.
Bless his soul, may he rest in peace. I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about.
The number 69.
Mm-hmm.
I've got his, it's covered in dust though, because it's been on a fucking shelf, but I have his bike from the year he won. And one of his Ducatis as well. Wait a minute. I don't think I'm tall enough to reach with this little space that I got to get up there.
I believe he was taken out by a drunk driver, right?
No. He crashed his bike into a car when he was training.
Okay.
It was sad.
It was.
I will have to give it my best.
Do your best, Kudu. That's all we can ever ask
Let me
for.
just wipe
Yes.
this down so it doesn't look as bad as it was when I just grabbed it.
I apologise to every American within the vicinity.
I don't think anyone's gonna care. The Owensboro accent is fucking weird as hell anyway. There, look at that! Number 69. That's his Honda Repsol from the year he won?
Can I ask you something, Anna?
Yeah.
Have you played this game at all or know anything about it?
No.
Okay, you're in for a ride.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
It's fucking cool as hell.
I still want that poster.
Yeah, well, it's cool as chicken, you know? You
When's
see-
your birthday again, Kudu?
October.
Yes,
October buddies?
October.
Oh, Kudu, I feel like I should have known that, but I missed it somehow.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Hermit.
Of course.
Right. Are we ready to start yet?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I guess so. As
Right.
ready as I'll ever be, which is about 20% ready, but let's do this.
Well, you've got the big role coming up.
He's the
Okay.
star of the show.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and at 'em. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever.
I mean, what one's a mood?
I feel like, yeah.
Lying in bed, you
I
stare
see.
at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously, yes. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in a quad, you gazed up there upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorable, awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Right, Punky, you could be Miriam.
Good morning, Anna. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous.
What's the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love to the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
Oh, with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning famous 3-day only semesters, I'm straight of being left behind and never catching up.
A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her, change the subject to give her some relief? I'm going to pep talk you. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Oh no.
Lady with the mask gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget.
I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit?
I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating. You'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs.
Hell yeah.
Can you believe I cut them myself?
You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey!
Is that Ashley?
I think it's supposed to be Ashley, but spelled ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pronounced Ashley.
Oh my god. Your arch rival, she's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Avia, you.
Oh, okay. I'm the evil one. Oh, I didn't see their chicken shins.
Not chicken.
You leave Anna's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins.
Why shins? You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel like better than everyone.
Anyone here knows what perfect shins look like? It's us.
Fuck my life. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, is stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes.
Van.
See, mate?
Why the fuck is a JoJo character?
This is a JoJo character I was hoping to voice him. You rang.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe how do I do this? What's a good JoJo accent? Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot
Oh my
from
god, that's
us.
great. That's
a
great.
good one.
With the first day of
That's a
school
lot-
about to
a lot of
start,
energy in it.
there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Can I invite this guy instead?
Kudu, this is you.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down.
Perfect character.
Hi, Pop. I'm Anna, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me or is he kind of cute?
Oh my god, this is just a Punky and Kudu IRL. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable.
Oh my god.
Sprinkles?
Too
Oh
bad
my god.
Kelsey's not here.
Right, Avia or
Lovely.
Asuna?
Lovely.
I mean, if Lovely wants to voice a character...
Yeah, get in here, lovely.
Yeah.
Get in here, LT.
Yeah, you're no longer allowed to watch. You've been roped in like the rest of us.
One of us. One of
One
us.
of us.
You can
Oh,
be
she
the
said, hold
pupper.
up. She's
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah, I
she's
can see
gonna-
it. I can see
she's
it.
gonna...
Another corgi. Yeah, we had a corgi in Dream Daddy as well. Nice.
Can we
How am I
just take a
supposed to
moment?
voice a dog?
Today is a
Majestic.
good day for corgis.
Majestic little boy. What a good
Use
boy.
your imagination, lovely.
Thank you so much. That's so helpful.
Just do it growly, you know, like gravelly. Like, now.
You heard my Joseph, right?
now. There. Now. Quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS.
AL. Yeah.
I can't see with the colors.
Yeah, no, the
sometimes.
colours are
It is
quite
hard.
difficult.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof.
What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossoms petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
I actually still doing the voice to him.
Yeah.
Him, it's
If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Kudu.
Fuck. Give me 2 seconds.
He's a JoJo character too.
He is.
Please.
Just think
Call me
about like
Colonel.
Carrie Underwood and Miranda Lambert.
Oh
I
my,
don't know who them 2 people
oh my
are.
god, do that again. That was fantastic.
What? Please, call me Colonel.
Oh my god.
Colonel Sanders.
A hushed murmur rose through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisles of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
I can't go back to
Faucet
looking at
pits.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Anna sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
Take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Punky, do you want to do that one as well?
Sure. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me? I'm...
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be the lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzzt. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
So we have a robot. We legit have a
We
robot.
certainly do.
So I apparently, know the perfect shins, and we have a robot for a classmate. Was this not just written by Shin?
Yeah. Plot twist.
Night, Joe. I hope you have a good day. Or
Good
had
night,
a
Joe.
good day, and I hope you have a good day
Night,
tomorrow. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Or, do you want a chicken snack, lovely?
Has to be.
Yes.
You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favourite.
Whoa! I think there might be some competition
Oh,
for the new star student.
Oh, we're about.
the furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavours on them at all times.
You okay, LT?
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
Oh, you're very robot-y, lovely.
And it's also like echoey too.
Oh, really?
It's doing this weird thing where like the voice is delayed, and so to make up for it, it speeds it up,
Yeah,
and then it lags, and then it speeds up again.
it's really weird. But actually kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Do you,
Chase her away.
do you have something running in the background?
Damn it.
Hello?
Any better?
No.
Send that link that you sent to
I don't think that'll thing it.
I don't know if it's so much that problem. It sounds like it's like she might have too many things running at the time, like right now, on her computer maybe.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's just lagging. Do 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 do.
Da-ba-da-da-da-da.
Thanks, Kudu.
also, can we talk about the teacher picture? The actual human picture?
Yeah.
Huh?
In
Who
the back.
is that? Who is that? Is that just like a random ass person, or is it like
Oh.
a creator
That
of the
might be
game?
the CEO of KFC. Let me look. Let's see. CEO. No, because that's some dude. Like, this guy's Indian and doesn't have a widow's peak side
see.
comb over. Oh, he just started, though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Former CEO. It might have been Roger Eaton. Let me see. Maybe it's just some random guy.
That's weird.
Marion K. Summers.
Yeah, I just got to that.
Anything? Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, it's better.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Great. Use my laptop mic now. That's cool. Love that.
Aw.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know why it just totally crashed.
Do you have like a lot of things running right now on your your computer?
No,
Okay.
super weird.
Because I know sometimes for me, like if I have a bunch of programs running, it'll lag.
No, I just wanted to fix a bunch of stuff the other day, so I don't know. But, yeah. Well, here I am.
We're happy to have you back.
Me too. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. I already read that.
That's right. We were waiting for you. Also, I think it is just Marion Summers.
Yeah, it looks like the guy.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He was
He-
the
I
one
read
that
that-
made the produced
Spice
the
Blend.
secret spice blend in bulk for him.
Wait, what?
Gotcha.
KFC
Colonel
have a
Sanders.
secret spice blend. He was the man that made it in bulk for him.
He produced the
Oh.
spices for the chicken.
Oh, okay.
The Spice Master.
So he's like they're,
Yeah.
There he is.
As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Anna, there's still a seat here.
You can see every time he comes up to it. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested.
2 good options, but which will you choose? Fuck you, Punky. I'm gonna go and sit next to hot anime Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Hey, Kate! Thanks for offering me the seat.
Okay.
I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. The only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz.
I hope you're doing alright, Kate, and happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me.
It's incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right.
Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
A slam dunk? Feather, I guess? That's right.
Yeah.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A spork.
Meat
Spork.
tenderizer.
Definitely a spork.
This game is all about sporks.
I've noticed. See you later, Garth. Hope you have a good day. And happy
Bye,
Valentine's Day
Garth.
to you as well, Garth. Again.
Bye, Garth.
Later, Garth.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a smiley face. I mean, I'd go for the pancake, but I'm guessing it's,
same.
you know, prepared with love and not too much salt.
I want
But
that
salt's
camel
good
meat.
for you, though.
Give me
Well,
that camel meat.
Just the camel meat. He just wants to eat the camel in general. That's right.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy.
Yeah, the only correct answer.
Your total score is 5 out of 5 because we are amazing. We've already
Yay, you
figured that
passed.
out. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you, tallying your score. He's impressed.
I know we just met, but I have to confess.
That is getting better every time.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
I think you have a beautiful brain.
Hot diggity,
You
Anna.
won't.
You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
I think it's lovely because he almost sounds like Cleveland from Family Guy.
He does! Yes!
I'd be
It's
honest,
really
I wouldn't
good,
expect
though.
him to voice Colonel Sanders, to be honest.
Well, I think we were vying for Asuna, but he can't.
Asuna
do
would have
that,
been
so-
perfect. But yeah.
Oh, you're doing great. Don't fucking
You're
You're
doubt
doing
yourself.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
love your Colonel Sanders. It's great.
Knock
So
yourself.
good. Okay.
Mate, I'm not doing any accent at all the whole time. I've just been doing me, so you know.
I
You're
have
doing
to
most of
sound
the
like a
talking
dog.
Woof.
More.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch!
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever
Ooh.
eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Why is he standing like that?
Is it Alan?
Please. No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Hey, folks. I'd like to make you an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers.
But I... Shh.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said, shh.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumours true?
Is this?
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains
best
glimmer
fucking
in the
meal.
light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating.
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it true that the KFC Twitter used to only follow the Spice Girls?
I don't know.
I'm not sure I only follow the Spanish KFC account because it's shit post in heaven.
Fuck's sake. Of course, of course. Wait a minute, did we ever get Kudu's Twitter account so we can go and, tweet at him?
Unfortunate.
Wow.
He's never gonna give it to us now.
Well, I like to tweet my friends sometimes when we're doing
know.
stuff. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I can say about that.
So good.
Hermit.
Jojo!
Sorry, I had to take a piss.
Fantastic!
What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is poison. Got him!
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that the moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself.
Oh, please.
Well, Van the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act impressed.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig it.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transport you to another dimension.
Whoa.
Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. What do you guys want to do?
Go towards the light.
Focus your mind.
Towards the
Every
light.
flavor.
We got 2 for towards the light.
And 2 for flavor.
Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects with the edge of everything. You are forever lost in this land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Anna now. There's only herbs and spices. This is how I feel when I have KFC. 100%. I just lie there like in a trance, like, oh my god, it is chicken. I am in heaven.
Yes.
The Miriam tries to revive you. She cannot.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, great. We died. Check in.
What?
Do we have to start from the beginning? We weren't saving.
Think
I didn't
so.
realize you can fucking game over in these games.
Well,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Either.
Wow.
I
You
didn't-
would.
No, it's just here.
Oh my god.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
When it gets to my character and Ashley,
Yeah.
my character is Carl's Jr. and Ashley's McDonald's. She's got the McDonald's worker attire, minus the cleavage window.
I mean, that's not what our McDonald's workers look like.
That's what they used to look like over here, the managers anyway.
Yeah, and they've never really looked like that over here.
And Carl's Jr.'s image is a star.
Well, we don't even have a Carl's Jr.'s over
What?
here.
I went to one in like West Virginia, which is like 1,000 miles away from where I live.
Carl's Jr. We have them
Yeah,
here.
because I was like, I have to go to one.
we have they're Hardee's. If you have a Hardee's, it's the same thing.
Identify the flavor.
Identify the flavor.
I'll be back in like 2 seconds. My food's got here, so I gotta get it ready.
That's right. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still. This is like, Avia yesterday. Deep, 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 deep. It's even deeper still until you find it. Could it be blank? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use blank. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but his revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by their lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time. After tasting this food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Oh, hell yeah. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea
Oh,
I
he
had
has
for
a
a new
cane!
combination of flavors. Oh, that caught me off guard. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got two more whole days to get to know each other.
What a long semester.
2 whole days.
He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
You've got moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Blank. Wow. You'd
What
never
a
have guessed
different-
that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't the flavour you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. When you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
Dare I say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him? What does neg mean?
I don't know what
Oh
nagging is.
God.
It's like,
It's abuse.
well, it's kind of like nagging a little bit.
Alright.
No, it's when you insult somebody so their self-esteem is low and pretending to want to hang out with them. So then when you do hang out with them and compliment them, then they feel lucky.
Mm.
Actually,
It's
I
really
think
gross.
now you said that, I know that. Yeah.
It's really gross.
Should we wow him with a big idea? Or be modest
no,
but
I think
thoughtful?
he'll hate you.
I don't think so.
Be modest but thoughtful, I feel like.
It's something that bullshit pickup artists think works. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Anna.
I'm sure you'd be a big success.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need, just like Ready, Steady, Cook.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Hold on.
Aw. That's not fair. I want to hug her, but she's not real.
Aww. You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me
Rip
and you, if that wasn't
Miriam.
clear. Want to be my partner? Fictional!
Wanna
Hey,
do it?
Vic!
I did it!
Hi.
I stayed live until Fictional got home.
Just
Happy
in time to
Valentine's,
do it.
Fictional.
Yeah, happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's.
Did-
And I can vouch, because I was there in the morning. Anna said like a million times, fictional. She's so important. Just
Yeah.
saying. So you know.
Yeah, I literally threatened Shin that if he went live, I would murder him. He wasn't planning on it, but I threatened him anyway. We were going to stay live. We've done 2 endings to Dream Daddy, and now we're doing KFC. You're going to literally sit here and listen to people voice act KFC dating sim to you.
It's so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Mine
Yeah.
is.
same.
It's pretty good.
Kudos, you're just good. Shut up.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Gracie
I'll
as
never
well.
forgive any of you.
What do you mean? You are
Honestly,
fucking
everyone can be.
fantastic.
It's all your favorites coming in at the same time.
I know, everyone's coming in now.
Maybe they're all the same person.
Nah, I've definitely
Probably.
seen Fictional and Gracie in the same voice chat. Definitely. Though Fictional is a
Could be a
fictional
voice
character,
modifier.
you know? She could be anywhere and everywhere. The Sims so bad good. Yeah, I know. We left it for last. For when Fictional got here. Well, we started before she got here, but, you know, that's the point. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Anna. I appreciate. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hello, late new partner.
What?
I'm popping out.
I don't know, my mum just, like, poked her head around the corner. Beep, boop, buzz. I think Punky went for a second. We were Punky down.
Oh my. There you go. Now I'm surprising Miriam.
Yes, Fictional, thank you! His southern accent is good!
It is.
He's doing so good!
Do you want me to be the stand-in for Punky?
I can.
Yeah, lovely if you want to do Punky till she gets back.
Okay.
Giggity.
2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Ooh.
You know, she was
Oh.
into pop.
Yeah.
She was into pop.
I mean, to be fair, Punky does have a crush on Kudu as well, so we'll have to go that way. Sorry, Clank, but I think
Wow.
Miriam would be partnering with Pop today. Oh!
We're
Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I'm a chef.
He's like, what's his face from The Simpsons, Ralph.
Yes!
I'm a
Yes!
ranger!
He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing.
Perfect character.
Disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Why do I feel like it's going to be mashed potatoes and gravy?
Oh,
Mashed
yeah.
It's that's a side dish that you get
Yeah.
at KFC.
Yeah. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
And gravy?
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man.
Oh, God.
She has chicken wings on her
Call
side.
for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay. I just realized I'm like, she has drumsticks in her, like,
Oh, she does!
Yeah, and her socks, yeah.
Do you want to do the line again, Seemit?
Did someone call for me?
No. Jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Anna's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Anna was struggling, so we offered to help to give them a little hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van.
No.
Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station.
This is how Avia talks to me, you know. This is just literally how Avia talks to me.
This is because she yelled at me, you know. Like, that's why. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders' hunk of hunks in your time of need. I mean, are we going to turn to him or Miriam?
I'm going to point out
like
Fictional's
Miriam.
comment that her thighs are actual drumsticks.
I know.
Who are we going to?
I feel like the bestie.
You
If it
can
was
say-
like Real life,
can't
I would
save.
be terrified to suddenly go to the guy.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I guess they, at the beginning of each section, they kind of, like, save it for you, and you just go back there when you fail, so... I mean, I'm gonna go to our bestie. Though we did just abandon her.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
I think we
I
should
mean-
go with Sanders.
Yeah, I think this is just like really like straightforward.
Yeah,
I mean, he
it-
was reading your mind about the mashed potatoes and gravy.
yeah, this is basically like, just remember, kids, you know, Colonel Sanders is the only thing in your life. You just need
Yes,
KFC
chicken.
all day, every day.
Yep.
Get those mashed potatoes and gravy.
Well, because if you think about it in the long sense, I guess, like, you also only are at the school for quote-unquote 3 days. So, like, you're always going to have Miriam around, but you're not really going to always have the Colonel around.
Yeah, come on, hug! I'm here to learn to express myself on my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect that format, okay? Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right?
A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Anna as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Anna's natural talent or their loyalty.
Yeah, I'm talented, guys. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. There we go.
Oh.
There's the money
Oh,
shot.
go on.
Good, damn it.
Gravy
I'm so
flows down the
hungry.
mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be proud. Colonel
Who's
Sanders
that?
holds a spork out to you. I love the love for sporks, you know. You reach out and
Yes.
grab hold of it, but he doesn't
Yes,
immediately
you-
let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure as the crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a helping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Fan! Do something! Do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
I'm right there, Anna. Do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoon, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
I would like to point out, if Ashley opened her stupid big mouth, the food would have gone into her mouth.
Wow.
And, you know, we wouldn't have been wasting it. We would have been helpfully feeding this little bitch over here who can't make mashed potatoes as well as me. You know?
Listen,
I just want that to
Listen.
be pointed out.
I hope you have to eat it off my face. Just saying.
Can I has potatoes face?
That's definitely a kudu line. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in silky seawater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
Oh my god, the battle axe.
That's metal.
Oh, Punky.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It's been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him. Oh my god!
No.
Oh my god, that's what you should look like when you die in Phasmo from now on.
It was a sheep.
Yeah, true.
And, and Van was charged with murder.
Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slapped up
Oh,
in
no.
Pop's mouth.
No, my boy.
Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then it's almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
Me, the first time I had tequila.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock is frozen, the whole crowd, they are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here!
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on!
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building's taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel
looks
Sanders
really
stands... It
It
really does.
Yeah.
Colonel
Beautiful.
Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today?
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders,
Yes, Anna?
there's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are you thinking that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh.
Aw.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Go on, Hermit. You can be the spork monster.
The Smoke Monster is here to fight a hero.
Whoa.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is this just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, It's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? We'll just attack.
Ask if
God.
it's the student.
You decided to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. It does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Go on, attack more. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws its energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger, more intimidating. How will you respond? Just decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utility tensor. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I'm still going to attack. Again. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is using cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder if he's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack, Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
Goes from
Oh my god! He's getting...
Page.
We're getting some chesty here. Pup Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Are we
Spare
gonna...
him.
We're gonna... You
Finish
managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this. I certainly won't be back, like you said.
A Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover.
Oh my god.
Of course. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko.
Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders for some reason. Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my god.
Yep.
Even the ghost gets to ride on the drumstick. Jesus.
Oh my god.
You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild vision you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really uses blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be,
Are you pregnant with Pop's baby?
Oh my
I
god.
hope not.
I think I might like Pop!
Well, close enough.
It's me.
Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool.
But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You met Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure he did. You'd be great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Oh,
However,
God.
you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show you what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Oh, are you pregnant with that man's baby?
God.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I've ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, 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 please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know if it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
Just lie.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake one.
Oh yeah, make up a
Yeah.
fake
You
one.
quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt, wow!
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. But if you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse. A fucking
The fucking
horse.
horse.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna admire his majestic glory or run to him?
I mean, you gotta admire.
I think we have to admire it.
I'm
I
on a
don't know. That
horse.
might startle the horse.
Colonel Sanders'
Yeah.
horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's been watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently.
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Anna just gets really nervous around people they like.
Oh, thank
Wow, way
you.
to cover.
Yeah, that's a good cover. What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Oh there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Are we going to tell them to stop acting immature or just pretend we're not interested?
I don't know.
What is the
I don't know if-
closer look?
I don't know if either of these would work with them. Honestly.
You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he noticed you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
I thought that said pancakes.
I did too at first.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. The book looks like This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying a book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
No, Pop. We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot.
Oh.
You watch it, you bucket of bolts!
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp, womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Bzz. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. The crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes even at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I could help you with your business plan?
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panning, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
Oh.
Aw, Papa.
But I'm here
Springs.
now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
Of course, the chimpkin.
Chimpkin.
You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important bits. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Anna,
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample?
dog biscuit.
I think... I don't know, I think it's the pepper.
Yeah, it's probably the pepper, but everyone wants the dog
Yeah.
biscuit.
I don't know. I
Pepper.
feel like he'll be like, yeah, I love dog biscuits.
A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
My friend! Oh,
Fantastic. This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you might do is...
Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh no.
Punky?
Oh man!
You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Oh no.
Oh no!
That
Oh, wow.
pepper was the last of its kind on Earth. And it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared.
Via timed competitive cook-off!
The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them that you're on. Hell yeah,
Battle.
you're on.
Battle.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I sat my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Anna. I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge light blasting you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
Fantastic, lovely. I'm
It's a
so
good
proud.
Roo.
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope his message lifts you to victory.
I will be right back for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at?
Oh, 100 degrees
See.
Celsius.
Yeah, that's right. But how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that?
That's right. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need some to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? It's 11, isn't
11.
it? Yeah.
Yep.
11.
That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you had it to the right direction.
Tail wagging
Now
intensified.
wagging intensifies.
Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour?
Trust?
Gratitude?
That's wrong.
Oh.
I don't even know what one I picked in the end.
Begging. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes.
Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forgot where you come from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness the energy, so where does it come from? What?
Small town with big dreams about born, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh, she did say she come from a small town, I think. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. We need another perfect Aru from you, lovely.
Lovely.
Haru.
Sprinkles, what happened? Your voice has changed.
I cut my vocal cords.
You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Where's the sound of success? What? Sizzling?
Sizzling?
Sizzling.
That's wrong.
Oh.
What? Don't make me get the spray bottle.
You know it's Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Anna.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of graves would it take to fill... What? What?
Huh?
I think that one was supposed to
Yeah,
fail.
yeah, because I think the
Yeah.
answers were all
It's
Colonel
how
Sanders
many-
on a horse.
Yeah.
What were you
How
thinking?
many
Get your mind back into the
spoonfuls to fill a
competition.
traditional- What?
You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken delicate baked biscuits?
Oof, oof.
You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Oh, is Punky not back?
Oh, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well.
Yikes.
Zzz.
I know you love something more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch.
Rrr.
You might not have any hands, but Anna does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far, but go in the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mix to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
No!
But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult.
Stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Anna's injury. Also, I hate you.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared?
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert.
Eh?
Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence.
I'm sold at white chocolate, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Same. I was going to ask Anna to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Oh. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you!
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between
I feel
Colonel
like you would
Sanders
do
and
that.
Ashley.
I feel like you would do that in real life if this was real.
Yeah, in real life, I would absolutely internalize
Yeah.
the rage.
Yeah, I do that every fucking day. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful
You see his
weather.
face?
I mean, I'm having a disaster. This isn't what it's meant to happen on Valentine's Day. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm so angry I burnt my eyebrows off in anger. He's so angry. Why is he angry? It's fine.
Look at
I
his
need this
face.
wet face to come back because it's so funny.
It's fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, but I was born that way.
Wow.
But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as
An obstetrician?
I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock. I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could ever deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, is honest, is something the humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's a spork monster.
Oh, what's this prick doing back?
Borko?
It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back. After the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. Oh!
So cute!
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever
Oh
transformed.
no. A magic spell book?
No!
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you signed such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Anna. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Ooh.
What?
He likes people who can burn their eyebrows off in anger, apparently. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Look at that picture of him as a baby! That's so amazing.
That's so adorable.
Oh my god. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude.
I know, right? I want to burn my eyebrows off now.
Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you?
Reveal
I
it.
hope it's green beans.
You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, yes. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
Look how sad he is. This touched him deep in his soul. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
Is he going to come back down half naked?
I was gonna say he's gonna steal your recipe.
You realise that now...
The coleslaw I liked was KFC coleslaw.
No, that's fair. It's really nice. You realise that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the current baby picture.
Baby pick.
The chicken. An adorable little baby boy, crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That will make
He's
it the
holding a
drumstick
chicken.
that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? You know, it's the very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realise it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. What's this? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures."
Whoa.
Poor guy. Wow. Oh, I can go into that room now.
That might be...
I want that.
Ooh.
I'll check out that view.
Oh my god, look.
Yeah.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Oh my god.
I don't usually low nose out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide now is the moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth.
Nah. Tell him the truth. Be honest.
Yep. Be honest.
You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you.
I
Oh,
might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. Can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, Anna?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. There they were.
Just because, you know, a little pause there. I did look up the Kentucky state bird. It's actually a cardinal. It's not a chicken. I'm a little disappointed.
That's why that's the true state bird right there.
Yeah,
He has
absolutely.
like the most beautiful view, also. So
It
jealous.
is. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Do you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. Oh my god. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such
That
grace.
sounds like a euphemism.
Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Well, we have to flatter him, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pour in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Uh-oh, what'd you and Pop do? I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. That's me.
Yeah, it's okay. I was just...
But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
Oh, nice. I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know that little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say shush house? As if there's a thing people just say. What is that even referring to?
I'm looking it up right now.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Buying up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Wow! Coming from Mrs. I'm in love with Pop. If being
Pop's
obsessed
a little
with...
bit more realistic.
Wow.
Let's be real.
Wow. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact, because you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? That sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. How old are you one up right away?
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Anna, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixed-it accident makes you wince in pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally initiative person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Anna, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
Oh my god, look at him.
Yeah.
That's the face. And the eyebrows. Same face.
It was clear that you were passionate about how your food was received.
There's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Anna. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Ooh. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel.
I am always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods.
Wow. Stealing
Oh,
my
wow.
man now. I see how
I mean,
it
this
is,
wouldn't be
Avia.
the first time I was accused of stealing your man either. So,
Wow.
See you inside, Anna.
And I put Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you knew she really is. You walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Oh, that's that book. It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe like a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Oh, I'm guessing we have to cast the spell.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
No?
Save
don't
and
think
cast.
You
Remember
can't save
what-
this game, sadly.
Remember what the spoke monster said.
Spork monster, be responsible.
Yeah, don't use it.
Borko. Yeah, Borko said he was a golden retriever. Do what poor Borko said.
Do you want to be a spoke monster?
Yes! Do you
Oh,
see how
right.
cute the spork monster was?
That's true, but do you want to have turn-based battle for the rest of your life?
I mean, we didn't the second time. He was friendly with us. And we'd have
that's true.
Borko, so we'd have a friend as well.
True.
We have to say Borko.
I know.
I'm legit, you know, all on Borko's side now, to be a Borko. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. I'm gonna give him a snack.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why?
His nose is scrunching up. If you do that, he might bite your hand.
You have
Oh,
two
yeah.
ends of hands.
He sounds like he's upset over something.
Maybe he wants to poop.
Yeah,
Maybe.
You never
I
let me
like
go
my
for the
stocky
interesting
legs.
things, you know? Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Of course, it's a squirrel. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence? I told you to never come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence.
Oh my god. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence is being felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Anna, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see,
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by a sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
Oh,
Don't
no.
you just save it for after class?
But I miss you.
We went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here?
Aww. Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away again.
Oh no.
That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop?
I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me.
I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in.
Text is so hard to read sometimes.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Pop, we went on one date. I don't want to do that.
And it meant so much to me that I made this for you.
Too hard to go on
Aw.
arguing. Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. It's a little
Why is it gonna
frog.
make it?
It
Fucking
looks like
Grinch.
Well, because it's... I don't know. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam!
TM.
Trademark.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
I mean, you can visit a lot of
Why
museums in a short
am I
period
being-
of time.
You
Why am I
work
being
upward
a little
fast.
bitch? Why am I being a little bitch to Pop? I don't...
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of his frustration is just a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace that feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off in the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anything else, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. Who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow? Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the occasion of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants of a Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipes you've been working on. Anna's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Anna, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I guess we can fess up.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie for 400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the
Like
smell?
onions. Not just a pork pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
No, I can smell that it was made with heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth. Yeah, we need to pull out, guys. We need to pull out, alright?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yum.
That is certainly a chicken pot pie.
Yep.
Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
No rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at the full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare the food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters the chicken as it levitates through the air.
Egg wash.
Wash.
Oh my god,
Wash.
egg wash.
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty bitty pot of broth.
Sir Blaster.
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and roid.
Ashley scoops the pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula.
Yes, shallow personality girl over here. Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
Yeah.
It's the singularity. It was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Oh god.
Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spell book out. Is she going to use it, some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, do it the
No,
hard
remember
way.
Borko. Remember
Remember
Borko.
Wow.
what Sanders taught you.
Oh,
I-
that's what the colonel said.
I
Do
want to
it the
be
easy way.
Borko. I want to be Borko. Don't pull out half his baby. Fictional, get out of here, you disgusting beast.
Oh god. Fic.
Punky's already having Kudu's baby over here. Or, I mean, Miriam's having Pop's baby over here. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Can you
I
wink?
believe in you, Anna.
We need a wink,
Wink.
Kudu. Thank you. Miriam notices too.
He's believed in you, Anna, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
That's actually what Punky sounds like in my DMs, you know. You turn to notice that Miriam is
believe
at your
it.
station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking?
Any food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Oh,
It's
no.
a secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the
Oh,
world did
no.
you get I've nuked from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into dark clouds that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. Be of contra Steve, and I hate the battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. Crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items that accidentally summoned me, huh?
Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spark cup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they come from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during the scare tactics class when I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes a hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy throws through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Mom spaghetti? Yes, Anna, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which could be super useful, because while you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Anna, you may have suffered some setbacks, but it's not all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you
Oh, it's
suggesting...
friendship.
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Bob? Blank?
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop hang on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Bob, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
For fuck's sake.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow we must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final project. Yes, it has been a long semester.
It's been 3
days. Wow, 3 whole long days.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat.
No, he doesn't seem to have included either Miriam or someone else.
I think the Colonel and you are one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we definitely just one now, are we?
Yeah.
Well, he combined his tendies with your mac and cheese.
That's a weird way to say that.
Hey, man.
Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
Aw.
tender udon noodles in savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny nataromaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anybody else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs.
Aw.
Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself.
Cute.
I was more
Yeah,
worried
fu-
about him licking his balls.
Fair. And in a flash, the entire meal was being devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Anna, for helping me believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish.
I made
Oh my god.
uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hoon urchin shell, topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles lean in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pour at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof woof!
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
Oh no.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Anna? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having to have an eating exam. If I wanted it to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Oh, wait a minute, that was Colonel Sanders. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I don't know.
Oh, this is that thing that KFC had where they just put everything into a bowl.
Oh my god. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
Nice.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
Wow.
Wow.
Sprinkles is 7 years old.
Nice.
Yep.
You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Scooby
Okay, calm down,
is a
Oprah.
year older than him.
Aw.
Aw.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get the groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow.
Nice. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together,
It's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and knows she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events, an offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You're going to be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist.
So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze.
Okie dokie.
The musical dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not demanding people to go out and buy my chicken.
The end?
Oh my
Question
God.
mark?
Wow.
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting on the edge of the dance floor.
Anna, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy mask, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Anna.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together?
Wow.
Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself.
Wow. But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school year, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh, my dear Anna, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
That's Kudu doing the Colonel's voice, Nina. The end.
I hope I never have to do another fucking southern accent in my
You
life.
did a good job.
That was amazing!
Amazing!
On the spot.
Anna,
Yeah.
that was not the good ending.
Well, I kind of guessed. Why is this so loud?
Aye.
Loud as fuck.
Well, I
You
kind
have
of
to
guessed
get
that.
you have to get a perfect game to get the best ending.
Well, that's never gonna fucking happen.
Well,
That
we-
quiz bit was way too fast for my stupid little brain.
Yeah. I mean,
We're doing
it was
the
pretty
walking
rough
time.
even for, like, us paying attention, too. It was like, what the heck?
I just read the subtext. A finger-licking good dating simulator.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Right, that's it though, because I need to go and have a shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
That's
Thank
right.
you
I'm
for...
not off anymore.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
like
for-
pretty much all of you being here for 12 hours near enough.
Yeah.
Did my best. I did.
You were
mostly-
amazing.
Yes. 10 out of 10.
Would pet again.
Yes.
Yes.
We
My voice box is gonna hate me by tomorrow.
Yeah, you
I will tell you that.
Yes, hello,
Oh, mine
but
is
also
tiny.
goodbye.
Drops.
But no, yes, the plan was basically to stay live until you got home, unless Shin decided to stream, and Shin didn't stream because he's a good boy who didn't want to be murdered. But also, he'd also made himself very ill, worrying about his monitor, which he's now not going to replace because he's also a dumbass. But yeah, so I will maybe be back tomorrow. It depends how I feel when I wake up, because obviously I might lose my voice itself, so, you know... If my voice is gone tomorrow, I won't be streaming tomorrow. If it is, we'll be doing Yakuza. but my throat already hurts, and you know when my throat hurts, my neck is gonna play up. So
My throat hurts too. I feel ya.
Your throat should be hurting after fucking
Yeah.
Gremlin
Yeah.
Joseph.
I was just about to say, it's such a gremlin voice.
It was so
cough
good.
drops, yeah.
You literally missed Dream Daddy, and Havia was a tramp. She did Joseph, and she did him like a gremlin. It was amazing. I'm proud of her, kind of, maybe.
No.
Maybe. But we've been going long enough that I can raid Buddy Gracie, to be honest. The persnickety puppy. There we go. So go give Gracie some love. I am gonna go and have a shower and maybe just go straight to bed because
Yeah.
I've been
Same.
up for a long time because I had my therapy at 9 a.m. so I had to get up before 9 a.m. to do therapy.
I had to wake up at 6:30 just to be here.
But yeah, it's
Thanks for
Yakuza
holding
tomorrow.
this.
That's alright.
This was fun.
I hope everyone has a good rest of their Valentine's Day.
Yes.
You too.
It's gonna be sleeping, but
I mean,
yes.
it's now
Still
Tuesday for
good.
me, so, you know.
Good night. I love you. Anna.
good night.
We will be back on the weekend for more streams that Fictional can join in with. We're not staying up late again this week. We'll be back on Saturday with Phasmal, I believe. It's Phasmal Saturday, isn't it? Or have I promised something else? No, it's
Phasmal
Phasmal
again.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Phasmo Saturday so that we can do Gartic Phone on Sunday.
That seems to be
Very Saturday.
I don't think I will be here for either of those. I think I'm working both days. But wait,
Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah.
go give Gracie love, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.